Good morning, friends. Yesterday, some students asked me to explain again how the principal value branch for various trigonometry can be remembered. See, this can be categorized. This is very important, as I told you, for the exam point of view also, for competitive exams. It can be categorized into two types. In the first type, the values, principal value branches, lies between minus 5 by 2 to 5 by 2, and another group 0 to 5. Okay. In this group, sine inverse x, tan inverse x, and cosecant inverse x belongs to this principal value branch of minus 5 by 2 to 5 by 2. Okay. Sine inverse x is, as you know, minus 5 by 2 to 5 by 2. Principal value for sine inverse is minus 5 by 2 to 5 by 2. What happens? Tan inverse x is this minus 5 by 2 and 5 by 2 is not allowed for this, because tan of 5 by 2 is infinity, minus 5 by 2 is also infinity. So, except this, that can be written as minus 5 by 2 to 5 by 2, but minus 5 by 2 and 5 by 2. Okay. Except these two values, that means boundary values. That implies minus 5 by 2 and 5 by 2. In that interval, the boundary values are not included. So, here minus 5 by 2 is not included. So, 5 by 2 is not included. So, this. Okay. Open interval. Next, similarly, for cosecant x, this is minus 5 by 2 to 5 by 2, except 0, because cosecant means 1 by sine now. 1 by sine of 0 is infinity. For sine 0, cosecant 0 is not defined. So, except 0. Or this can be written as theta lies between minus 5 by 2 to this, except theta not equal to 0. Or this can be written in interval form as minus 5 by 2 to 0. At 0 there will be a break, union 0 to 5 by 2. Okay, all mean the same. You can write like this or this or another type. You got it? See, in the first group, this is the principal value lies between minus 5 by 2 to 5 by 2. So, those. In the second, this from 0 to 5. For cos, this is 0 to 5. For cot inverse, for cot 0 is not defined and cot 5 is also not defined, as in this case, this is 0 to 5. Okay. Or 0 to 5 minus 0 minus 5. Okay. You can write like this also. For secant inverse x, except 5 by 2. That means 0 to 5, all values except this 5 by 2. Or this is same as theta lies between 0 and 5, theta not equal to 5 by 2. Okay, here theta is not equal to 0, here theta is not 5 by 2. This can be also written as 0 to 5 by 2. 5 by 2 not included, so open bracket, union 5 by 2 to 5. Okay, is it okay? See, for example, find principal value for sin inverse of 1 by root 2, cot inverse of minus 1 by root 3. Okay, sin inverse principal value branch for sin inverse is minus 5 by 2 to 5 by 2. So let y is equal to sin inverse minus 1 by root 2 or sin y is equal to root 1 by root 2. This is sin 5 by 4. So y is equal to 5 by 4. This belongs to principal value branch. So what? Therefore, principal value for sin inverse 1 by root 2 is 5 by 4. Okay. Similarly, principal value branch for cot inverse is equal to 0 to 5. Both side kept open. Let y is equal to cot inverse minus 1 by root 3 or cot y is equal to minus 1 by root 3. Therefore, minus cot y is equal to minus root 3 means minus cot 5 by 3. This is equal to cot 5 minus 5 by 3 is equal to cot 2 5 by 3. Therefore, y is equal to 2 5 by 3. This belongs to 0 and 5. Therefore, principal value for cot inverse minus 1 by root 3 is equal to 2 5 by 3. Okay. So, whenever you feel any difficulty or if you want further explanation, any clarifications, feel free to ask. If you send the messages, I am ready to explain that again, whichever concept it is. Since we can't conduct the interactive that from Zoom or Google Meet, etc. So if you send your doubts or any help you needed through the texting, by texting the messages, I will try to explain that again. Okay, or if you find if it is not communicative means, let me know that. If it is not visible, if it is you can't hear properly, whatever it may be. Okay. Next is very important part, that is properties of inverse trigonometric functions. First set, there are 6 such sets are there. In the first part, sine inverse of 1 by x is equal to cosecant inverse of x, or cosecant inverse of x is equal to sine inverse of 1 by x. Similarly, cos inverse of 1 by x is equal to secant inverse of x, and cot inverse x is equal to tan inverse of 1 by x. Here the x values, domain values are x more than 1, more than or equal to 1, and x less than or equal to 1. Here for all positive x values, you can select any one. All the three follows the same procedure. I will solve either one of these. You can take any one. Cos. Suppose let us consider this one. You try yourself the other two. Very simple it is. Let y is equal to secant inverse x. That is, secant y is equal to x. What is secant y? 1 by cos y, or cos secant y is equal to x means cos y is 1 by x. Now you take the inverse. Y is equal to cos inverse of 1 by x. What is y? Y is secant inverse x. Therefore, secant inverse x is equal to cos inverse of 1 by x. Similarly, suppose cot inverse of x is equal to say y, then x is equal to cot y. This cot y is nothing but or therefore x is equal to 1 by cot y is this much means tan y is equal to 1 by x. So y is equal to tan inverse of 1 by x. Therefore, cot inverse of x is equal to tan inverse of 1 by x. So first one, you try yourself, same lines. Another set of inverse trigonometric functions. Sine inverse of minus x is equal to minus sine inverse x. For x belongs to here also sine inverse, let sine inverse minus x is equal to y. Then that implies minus x is equal to, if you take sine on both sides, minus x is equal to sine y. I am taking sine on both sides. Sine of sine inverse x means sine get cancelled, minus x, and this will become sine y, taking sine on both sides. This implies x is equal to minus sine y. Minus sine y is same as sine of minus y. X is equal to sine of minus y. So if you take sine inverse, isn't it? Just wait. What happened? x is equal to sin inverse sin y. No? So sin inverse x is equal to minus y, again taking sin inverse on both sides. So minus sin inverse y means this much, minus sin inverse x is equal to y. Therefore sin inverse of minus x, y is this much, is equal to minus sin inverse x, isn't it? See, similarly you can find tan inverse minus x and cosecant inverse minus x also. Anyone may be asked for 2 marks. If you take tan inverse of minus x is equal to y, then again minus x is equal to tan y, x is equal to minus tan y, and x is tan of minus y. So sin inverse of x is equal to minus y, or minus of tan inverse x is equal to y. So tan inverse of minus x is equal to minus of tan inverse x. Just replace sin by tan, that's all. Okay, similarly for cosecant theta. So another set of properties, cos inverse of minus x is equal to 5 minus cos inverse x, and secant inverse minus x is equal to 5 minus secant inverse x, cot inverse minus x is equal to 5 minus cot inverse x. The same procedure follows. If you consider the second one, secant inverse minus x is equal to y, let us take secant inverse minus x is equal to y, then minus x is equal to secant y, taking secant on both sides, this will eliminate, and minus x become secant y, or if you multiply throughout the equation by minus 1, plus x will be minus secant y. So minus secant y is same as secant 5 minus y, So if you take secant inverse again, secant inverse x is equal to 5 minus y. This secant get cancelled and secant inverse will come here. So 5 minus y. So what is y? Y is secant inverse of minus x. 5 minus secant inverse of minus x is equal to secant inverse of x. If you bring to left hand side and shift this to right hand side, secant inverse of minus x is equal to 5 minus secant inverse of x. Similarly the other two. Okay, you try the other two. Sin inverse of x plus cos inverse of x is equal to 5 by 2, and tan inverse of x plus cot inverse of x is equal to 5 by 2. Cosecant inverse x plus secant inverse x is equal to 5 by 2. This is very important result. Okay, sin inverse of x, let sin inverse of x is equal to y, then x is equal to sin y. This is same as cos 5 by 2 minus y. This implies cos inverse x. If you take cos inverse 5 by 2 minus y. What is y? Y is cos inverse x plus y is equal to 5 by 2, or cos inverse x plus y is sin inverse x. Sin inverse x is equal to 5 by 2. Similarly, if you take cosecant inverse x, cosecant inverse x is equal to y, then x is equal to cosecant y. So this is secant 5 by 2 minus y, or secant inverse x is equal to 5 by 2 minus y. So secant inverse x is equal to 5 by 2 minus cosecant inverse x, or secant inverse x plus cosecant inverse x is equal to 5 by 2. Similarly, tan and cot, this one tan inverse x plus cot inverse x is equal to 5 by 2. That is fourth one. See, tan inverse of x plus tan inverse of y is equal to tan inverse of x plus y divided by 1 minus xy. Tan inverse of x minus tan inverse of y is equal to tan inverse of x minus y divided by 1 plus xy. 2 tan inverse, if you substitute x is equal to y here, tan inverse of x plus tan inverse of x, tan inverse of x, tan inverse of x plus x is 2x, tan inverse of 1 minus x into x is x square. Okay, so these two are particular case of first one only. If you replace y by minus 1, you will get this result. If you take x is equal to y, then you will get the third result. So it is enough if you prove this one. Let tan inverse x is equal to a and tan inverse y is equal to b, then x is equal to tan a and y is equal to tan b. Okay. Tan of, we know that tan of a plus b, tan x plus y. What is that? Tan a plus tan b, tan a plus tan b divided by 1 minus tan a tan b, isn't it? So what is tan a? Tan a is nothing but x, tan b is y, 1 minus x into y. So this is tan a plus b. So what is a plus b? A plus b is tan inverse of x plus y 1 minus xy. What is a? Tan inverse of x. What is b? Tan inverse of y. So tan inverse of x plus tan inverse of y is equal to tan inverse of x plus y divided by 1 minus xy. Okay, if you replace y by minus y, tan inverse of x minus tan inverse of y, and tan inverse of x is equal to there, minus y is equal to tan b. So tan inverse of x minus y divided by 1 plus x, minus of x into minus y, that is 1 plus xy. If you substitute x is equal to y, then 2 tan x, 2 tan inverse x is equal to tan inverse of x plus x, 2x, 1 minus x into x is x squared. So this is another set of results. This is also very important. 2 tan inverse x is equal to sin inverse of 2x by 1 plus x squared, or this is same as cos inverse of 1 minus x squared divided by 1 plus x squared, or tan inverse of 2x divided by 1 minus x squared. Okay, let tan inverse x is equal to y. That implies tan y is equal to x, or x is equal to tan y. Then in first, sine inverse of RHS, sine inverse of 2x is 2 tan y divided by 1 plus tan squared y is equal to sine inverse of sine 2y, that is equal to 2y, that is equal to 2 tan inverse x. So this is LHS. For second one, the same substitution. In all the cases, you have to substitute tan inverse of x is equal to y only. Consider RHS. Cos inverse of 1 minus x is tan inverse tan y. 1 minus x square tan squared y divided by 1 plus tan squared y. So this is 2 tan y divided by 1 plus tan square y is sin 2y. The different forms of sin 2 theta. Here also we have to apply the same. Cos square theta minus sin square theta, 2 cos square theta minus 1, 1 minus 2 sin square theta, and this is 1 minus sin square theta divided by 1 plus tan square theta form. So this is cos inverse of, so you should be familiar with that multiple angles. Cos 2 theta, that is equal to 2y, it is, sorry. This is equal to, that is equal to 2y. So this is 2 into tan inverse x, y is tan inverse x. Similarly, for last one, RHS is tan inverse of 2 tan y divided by 1 minus tan square y, 1 minus tan squared y. This is same as tan inverse of tan 2y. So that is equal to 2y. So 2 times tan inverse of x, that is LHS. Okay, but you have to remember this results. It is not possible to prove all the time while solving, because you may require these results in some particular steps. If you are familiar with this, directly you can apply and continue your calculations. Okay, these are the simple examples. Show that sin inverse 2x into 1 minus x squared is equal to 2 sin inverse x. Here you put x is equal to sin theta. Suppose x is equal to sin theta, then LHS becomes sin inverse of 2 sin theta square root of 1 minus sin squared theta, that is equal to sin inverse of 2 sin theta square root of sin, that is square root of cos square theta or cos theta. that is sine inverse of sine 2 theta, 2 sin theta cos theta. This is equal to 2 theta. So theta is 2 times sine inverse of x. Okay, here cos inverse x is needed. So take x is equal to cos theta. If you substitute x is equal to cos theta, sin inverse of 2 cos theta square root of 1 minus cos squared theta, that is equal to sin inverse of 2 cos theta square root of this means sin theta it is, that is sin inverse of sin 2 theta, that is 2 cos inverse x, because or theta is equal to cos inverse x. Okay, tan inverse of half plus tan inverse of 2 by 11 is equal to tan inverse of 3 by 4. See, this is direct application of the result. Tan inverse of x plus tan inverse of y is equal to tan inverse of x plus y divided by 1 minus xy. Okay, this is x. See, therefore tan inverse of half plus tan inverse of 2 by 11, x is 1 by 2, y is 2 by 11 is equal to tan inverse of 1 by 2 plus 2 by 11 divided by 1 by 2 into 2 by 11, that is equal to tan inverse of, this is, take the LCM, LCM is 22. If you take 22, 1 by 2 means 11 by 11 plus 4 divided by 22 whole divided by 1 minus 2 by 22, or this can be written as tan inverse of 15 by 22 divided by 22 comes here. So 22 minus 2, the LCM is, this is 22 minus 2 divided by 22. Okay, so that is 20 by 22. So these two get cancelled. 15 by 20. So tan inverse of 5 3 is 5 4 is 3 by 4. So that is what RHS. Express tan inverse of cos x divided by 1 minus sin x in its simplest form. Okay, tan inverse of cos x divided by 1 minus sin x. See here, as I told you, you should be familiar with some multiple angles. Cos 2x is cos squared x minus sin squared x. Similarly, cos x is equal to cos squared x by 2 sin squared x by 2. If you write numerator like that, and this sin x, sin 2x, you know, 2 sin x cos x. Similarly, sin x is equal to 2 sin x by 2 cos x by 2. Okay, you substitute there. Let us see what will you get. This is equal to cos squared x by 2 minus sin squared x by 2. I am using this result. Now in the denominator, 1 minus 2 sin x by 2 cos x by 2. Okay, what is 1? 1 is cos x by 2 minus sin squared x by 2 divided by cos squared x by 2 plus sin squared x by 2. I write 1 as this. Sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. Here theta is x by 2 minus 2 sin x by 2 cos x by 2. This implies cos square theta minus sin square theta can be written as a square minus b square form. Cos x by 2 plus sin x by 2 cos x by 2 sin x by 2 whole divided by cos, see this is a square b square minus 2ab, cos x by 2 plus sin x by 2 whole square. Minus it is minus whole square. Okay, so cos x by 2 minus sin x by 2 cancel with 1. So what remains is cos x by 2 sin x by 2 this. If you divide cos x by 2 by numerator and denominator, this implies cos x by 2 by cos x by 2 is 1. Sin x by 2 by cos x by 2 is tan x by 2 divided by 1 minus tan x by 2. Okay, by dividing numerator and denominator cos x by 2. Okay, let us write by here. Dividing numerator and denominator by cos x by 2, you will get this result. What is this? 1 plus tan x by 2, 1 minus tan x by 2. See here, what is tan a plus b, tan 5 by 4 plus x by 2. Tan a plus tan b divided by 1 minus tan a tan b. So here tan 5 by 4 plus tan x by 2 divided by 1 minus tan 5 by 4 into tan x by 2. This is equal to 1 plus tan x by 2 divided by 1 minus tan x by 2. So this term can be written as tan of 5 by 4 plus x by 2. So this implies, isn't it? So this is the RHS here, that means tan 5 by 4 plus x by 2. Now tan inverse of that much is okay. Therefore okay, if you take tan inverse on both sides, inverse, what happened here? Oh, we neglected tan inverse. So this is, we forgotten to write tan inverse here. Okay, see here tan inverse comes everywhere, but let us do one thing. Cos x by 1 minus sin x. 1 minus sin x is this much. Cos x divided by 1 minus sin x is this much. So tan inverse of this. So tan inverse of cos x by 1 minus sin x. Make a note here. It is, we neglected to write here in the first step. Next, if you consider only this part, this will simplify it up to this one. Okay, this simplified to this part. Tan inverse of, if you take, consider tan inverse again, because tan inverse of this function is given, this will reduce us to 5 by 4 plus x by 2. This is the simplest form. See, this can be solved in another method also. Second method of solving this is, consider cos x divided by 1 minus sin x. This is equal to sin 5 by 2 minus x. Sin 5 by 2 minus x is cos x divided by 1 minus cos 5 by 2 minus x, isn't it? This is sin 5 minus 2x divided by 2, taking LCM. 1 minus cos 5 minus 2x divided by 2. Okay, this is nothing but sin theta, 2 sin 5 minus 2x divided by 4. Sin 2 theta is 2 sin theta cos theta, or sin theta is 2 sin theta by 2 cos theta by 2. Similarly, this by 2 is by 4. Cos 5 minus 2 cos by 4 divided by 1 minus cos theta is 2 sin squared theta by 2. 2 sin squared theta by 2 is 5 minus 2x by 4. Okay, so 2 get cancelled, 1 sin cancel with this one. This will be cos by sin, cos theta divided by sin theta. This is cot 5 minus 2x by 4, or this can be written as tan of 5 by 2 minus this angle 5 minus 2x by 4. Okay, this is tan of 5 by 2 minus 5 by 4 plus 2x by 4, that is tan 5 by 4 plus x by 2. This is what? Cos x by 1 minus sin x is same as tan 5 by 4 plus x by 2. But what is required? Therefore, tan inverse of cos x. If you take tan inverse on both sides, what happens? Tan get cancelled, 5 by 4 plus x by 2. You get the same answer. See, another example is cot inverse of 1 by root x squared minus 1. You put x is equal to secant theta. What happens? Cot inverse of 1 by, this is also expressing in its simplest form the question, secant squared theta minus 1, that is cot inverse of 1 by tan theta. Secant square theta minus 1 is tan square theta, root of tan square theta is tan theta. So this is equal to cot inverse of cot theta, or simply it is theta. Therefore, theta is equal to, this means theta is equal to secant inverse x. Given expression is equal to secant inverse x. Okay. Second one, cos of secant inverse x plus cosecant inverse x. See, if you know the result, secant inverse x plus cosecant inverse x is equal to 5 by 2. So, this value will be 0 because secant inverse x plus cosecant inverse x, sin inverse x plus cos inverse x, tan inverse x plus cot inverse x, all are 5 by 2. Cos 5 by 2 is 0. Tan inverse x plus tan inverse 2x by 1 minus x squared is equal to tan inverse of 3x minus x cube divided by 1 minus 3x squared. Put x is equal to tan theta Okay. Then RHS becomes tan inverse of tan 3 theta, because x is this, 3 tan theta minus tan cube theta divided by 1 minus 3 tan squared theta. This is tan inverse of tan 3 theta, isn't it? Tan 3 theta is 3 tan theta minus tan cube theta divided by 1 minus 3 tan square theta. So this is equal to 3 theta, or this is 3 times tan inverse x. Theta is tan inverse x. Now this can be written as tan inverse x plus 2 tan inverse x. So 2 tan inverse x is tan inverse x plus 2 tan inverse x is the tan inverse x plus tan inverse y is tan inverse x plus y is x plus x, 2x divided by 1 minus x squared, 1 minus xy, x into x is x square. So this is the required LHS. Okay.